Important game for both the teams. The winners here would go to the finals. The toss very important because everybody thought the surface is going to deteriorate. Sanjay Manjrekar was there in the middle with the two captains. Chris Gaines this time for the Kiwis and Saurav Ganguly. Saurav Ganguly flipped the coin up. Chris Gaines called it wrong. So Saurav Ganguly decided to bat. One change in the Indian team. Ajit Agarkar in place of Ashish Nehra and Chris Gaines leading the New Zealand side in place of their leader for the tour. So, very important game for the two teams. The two Indian explosives started off the proceedings for India. Let's go and see how they exploded. Virendra Sehwag will be taking strike to Daryl Tuffy, an average of 33.7. And there is the little champion. 12,538 runs in 320 matches.
So here we go, David Shepherd waves to the scores. Played in the semi-final of the TVS CUP. And Virendra Sehwag away with a boundary, I think, yes. And that's cut away back with a point. That's four, you cannot bowl out there.
Hits the pads, goes very fine. That's leg byes for India.
That's four. There was room on offer. This time it's driven. That's a glorious drive. One off the back foot.
Through the covers.
Shot again. 3 consecutive boundaries for Sehwag. Capable of making very easily big adjustments at that. It's gone high up in the air. Lou Vincent is attempting an almost impossible catch. And what's worse, it's gone for 4. Almost an impossible catch, but attempt made by the fielder at point.
Well, it almost came off for Jacob Oram. The tennis ball bounced her out and it was always going away from Vincent.
Kyle Mills continues. That's a great shot. First boundary for Tendulkar.
And again wide and short. And that's what happens. It just races to the fence.
Another one, this time to the right of Chris Harris. Same result.
In the air and safe again. Sachin Tendulkar goes over the top and picks up yet another boundary. Driven in the air but perfectly placed. Those 4 men back on the edge of the circle on the offside now, and 2 close catches on the leg side. The charge again, this one's heaved over mid-wicket, all the way. 6.
But the crowd is going to be in for a treat. Look at this. Charging down, but still waiting till the last minute to play the shot over the mid-wicket. And he does hit them very well. Good striker of the ball is Tendulkar.
Poor bowling down the leg side, another boundary to finish the over. Good one for India. And he does. There it is, the crowd go berserk as they come back for 2. Sachin Tendulkar makes 50 of 47 deliveries for the 100th time in his career.
Unbelievable.
Much quicker delivery and very well played.
Sachin Tendulkar, he's gone. All the way. What a lovely stroke that was off the blade of the little champion.
And then he looks up just as it's left the blade. Lovely piece of timing.
A lovely piece of timing there as well. He'd already decided what he was going to do. Daniel Vettori starts over, and that's a 50 for Virendra Sehwag. That's his 12th 50 in one international. He looks a happy man. He wasn't very happy in the previous game he played against Australia. The feet weren't moving. But he's got things right in this match. Shot outside off stump. Room there for Sachin Tendulkar. Bounces onto that one. Another boundary for him. Denny this time. He's played it up in the air. There is a fielder there. And it's one bounce for. The Indians 147. That is a short delivery, dispatched away to mid-wicket boundary. Now, what is Daniel Vettori bowling here? I fail to understand.
Sticking a little bit too short, and that's what can happen. Races across the practice wickets.
It's sensibly played. The first run was run very hard. He wants the second one. Virendra Sehwag sends him away. Now that could be danger for India. Very lucky Sachin Tendulkar. Looks pretty disappointed there.
And going like a train is Virendra Sehwag. And Sachin Tendulkar just guiding it to all parts, and the 100 is up. It is just too easy for the little master.
36th one-day 100. What is this man made of? I wonder. 320th one-day international. 36th 100 of just 87 balls. Looks a happy man who missed out against the Australians by just 11 runs. 182 for none after 30. Played it in there, Sachin Tendulkar. There is a fielder down there, Jacob Oram, and he gulps it. Put his foot on the pedal. Look at that dust coming out of that surface. This is what was expected, and that is why he couldn't time it too well. Hold it straight to mid-off. He's gone for 102, 182 for one India. One champion goes out, comes in another one.
Should be four. He's found the gap. His first effort. It's up in the air, just falling short and messed up.
Given the charge over the top, and it's gone a long way.
Later on, because I tell you, that is top draw.
Edged, and another boundary. Sehwag won't mind it. He hasn't got runs in the recent past. And he's gone over the top, wide of the fielder. Boundary to end the over. That'll be his 100. The 6th one in one-day international cricket. And Virendra Sehwag announces his arrival to form. Magnificent innings under the circumstances.
And his 4th one-day 100 against the Kiwis. He just loves.
Well, he can't bowl that line, especially the man very square on the leg side. Oh, Ganguly isn't smart about that. He just pick up one, and the problem is Ganguly. Is he in serious problem?
Well, it looks like it. Just feeling the groin there. Just that adductor muscle on his left leg. He's just going to gently stretch it now. On the back foot, just going to tuck it round the corner, and just there, it just pulls up. Well, they're getting their money's worth, aren't they? They've got 100. Now he's back out there to be a runner. So the adoring fans are seeing the little god come back out.
Well, in the air and into the fence. One bounce. Stars will start, but Ganguly will keep going in boundaries. Just staying in line.
There's still a chance. And is all the way down the throat. Tuffy, he is delighted. That is a good catch. He's had
Good captain once again getting out in the 30s, but he had to go for it. Plenty of batting left to follow. Good catch by Daryl Tuffy, not the easiest. Ganguly gone for 33. It's 2-5-6 for 2. Well, he's got the fence now.
There's such a small boundary here. And again, well, he's just got hold of this. Has it gone all the way? That is out of here. All the way for the maximum. What a superb shot. Well, and it's gone over the vacant area of slip. You can't see the field of that. That is very difficult.
It was an intentional shot. Just watch it. The uppercut. He realizes the man, the third man, was far too square.
And again. Can't fetch that.
Straight, high and handsome, and caught. Has been caught in the deep.
And what a magnificent innings it has been. 134 balls, that 130. Well, I too, Sanjay, thought that was going over the fence, but not so. Didn't quite get all of it. Sehwag goes 283 for 3.
Chris Harris takes a catch at point.
Some cold comfort for Kyle Mills, who does pick up a wicket. A bad catch from Harris. That ball's getting a little dirty. Wouldn't be too easy to see behind point, but Yuvraj Singh goes playing the right sort of shot. 284 for 4.
Bad delivery and punished. It's a good looking shot and it's cleared the field up in the deep.
Ball of Scott Storris is over. This is a remarkable shot. Incredible stroke. Oh no, dragged it on. Well, that happens towards the end of the innings.
Got to throw a bat at everything. Looking to hit towards extra cover. Tuffy will be pleased with that wicket. 303 for 5. It's gone up in the air. Just out of the reach of the fielder. Has it gone all the way? David Shepherd walking in the direction. First, wants to know from the fielder what he thinks. Then he'll go upstairs. Macmillan says, I don't know.
Who is as powerful through the offside as Rahul Dravid. Now that's a wide ball. He had to reach out for it, and he had to go for 6 or 9. No, it just lands us inside, but that's still a big hit out there. That's a second big hit over whitish mid-off we've seen.
It's a high full toss, and Rahul Dravid has latched onto that one from him.
Well, in that case, he needs to do more of it. Gets it in the hitting zone. That is a baseball shot, almost like a baseball pitch.
Another gorgeous shot through the covers. The fine sweep. That's gone for 4 as well.
Lost up Yorkers, that's all you have to do.
Breaking the pattern. That's another 4. No. Boy, this is getting better. One bounce into the side screen. There you are, another 4. Oh, that's high again. Has he got the distance? Scoop square drive. He will get the second run. So that's the second quickest 50 for Rahul Dravid and India's second ever quickest 50. So there you are. India started off extremely well. Sachin Tendulkar looked class act, set different standards at the start, and then Sehwag also later on getting into his groove, getting 130 of 134 balls. Tendulkar 102 of 91. Sourav Ganguly carried on his good touch from the last match. Not getting a big innings, but the form looked good. But Dravid, look at that. That's the second quickest 50 ever for India in one-day cricket.
Just what India needed. Just what the Black Caps didn't need. They got off to a bad start. Tuffy bowled on wides, was hit for 4. And really from that time on, they were always in trouble. Scott Storris finished with 2 wickets, but he was expensive. And, well, for a change, Vittori didn't bowl his full 10 overs.
With a target for New Zealand when they come out to bat after the supper break, 354 runs to win.
They can celebrate. It's a long way away.
Gets off the mark and in great style. Lou Vincent in the slot, making full use of it. Well, that's a beauty. Giving the charge and he's gone. Ajit Agarkar draws first blood and he deserves it.
A previous delivery, it's appeared, but it's almost stumbled over his own feet. Very poor shot that. Not too many options when you're chasing a big score. Chris Niven goes a bowled 8 for 1.
It's in the air. And one bounce into the fence. Magnificent shot this. Stand and deliver. 4 written all over it. Well, that's a good shot, and he's given him.
Well, it's a terrific delivery. Starts out, pitches middle, straight. I mean, that is absolutely plumb. David Shevin, New Zealand now 25 for 2.
So off the thigh pad. And they'll go for 4 to finish the 7th over.
He's as well as in the one-day tournament. Interesting shot. 4 runs. He's found the gap. That's going to go for another 4, the second of the over. Once again, he's just flayed through the offside. Scott Cyrus is looking dangerous. He's the man in form for New Zealand, mind you. It's gone in the air, but fair amount of bat on it. That will roll on to the practice pitches.
In the start of this tournament. Again, that's pitched outside. He's given him though. Wow.
Just pitching outside the leg stump. Doesn't matter where it was heading after that. There it is, the nod and the side-on decision. 48 for 3. Slow delivery picked up early by Scott Cyrus. Just continues his great form in this little innings, Scott Cyrus. Welcome to Tendulkar with a boundary. And that's a good shot. Got into a great position, Scott Cyrus.
Even not out, and Cyrus down the wicket again in the air. Just clears the circle. This might be cut off. Well, it should have been cut off. Everybody doesn't mind as they work the ball against the spin. Well, that's 4.
Played on the rise, played square, played well.
That's it! In the air, man into it, won't quite get there.
Chance of success.
Man, a deep straight, and that one's eased between the gap. So well between the gap, in fact. Just spun it up in the air, and that will bring the half century for Scott Cyrus. Not in the most dramatic or eloquent of fashions, but very effective nonetheless. That's out for India. New Zealand, the big scorer gone.
Bit of turn there, couldn't quite control it. McMillan gone for 20, it's now 110 for 4.
Little fella at the top, followed by a couple of big guns from Australia. Christian Ponting, Sehwag, well, he's dined out tonight to edge up there. And over the top, and gone. Ajit Agarkar, as easy as you like.
There's every chance he's going to pick up a wicket. Seeing the batsman come down, had to make the adjustments. Murali Karthik pulling it a wee bit back. Doesn't get the elevation. And Ajit Agarkar has got superb pair of hands. What a delight. A bundle of joys. Murali Karthik picks up a wicket in his second over. Star has gone for 54.
And gone. Oh, just short no. He says no. Didn't quite carry. Just see that beautiful stump vision and applauded by umpire David Shevin saying thank you for that, VVS Lakshmi. Their outside edge, purposely played, just opened the blade there nicely and has got 4 for it.
The reverse. Effective.
It's an absolute mile off and he's going to be stumped. Jacob Oram, now there's almost a run out.
Even though Jacob Oram was a long way down, getting in between the bat and the pad, enough time for Dravid. Oram gone, 136 for 6.
That's a clean hit.
Lance Keynes, he used to hit big ones, really. This man.
That's out!
It's going to be out. Zahir Khan will take that comfortably.
Had 1 wicket before this one. You saw him coming, stepping out and trying to make room there. Pitched it a little short. Couldn't time it too well. 23 for Chris Gaines, 154 for 7 New Zealand.
Oh, some late adjustment. And that is an excellent 4.
Sachin Tendulkar has come on. And the mix-up with the run-out should be out. And they're going to go upstairs. I think Daniel Vettori could keep going to the dressing room.
Still have to wait. The third umpire, Yuvraj the fielder, both men at the same end. Wasn't a very good throw away from the stumps. Tendulkar gets in time and he's gone, is he? I think so. Yes, he's gone. He's gone by a yard and he's gone. The red light comes on. Vettori gone for 19. It's spun 8-7 for 8. In the air. It will be there in the air for a long time. 2 men converging. Oh, he's missed it.
McCullum continues to spend time in the middle, batting on 31. Good delivery, nipping back. The nod comes in. That's dangerous for the batsman. They spotted the nod. The batsman was in trouble.
Let's see where this pitches. Well, that's outside leg stump and it's too high. That is a pretty poor decision, but makes no difference to the game. 208 for 9, New Zealand.
Again, the nod comes and the finger goes up. Dismiss for 208, which means India win the final match in the league stage by 145 runs, and they have secured their berth in the finals, the Eden Garden, with Australia.
When you play back, you're much more likely to be given out, even though that's pitched outside leg stump again. Looked ugly. The Indians celebrate, they gather in their huddle and look forward to the next match, feeling much more confident with the state of their play.
It was a one-sided match. The Kiwis, chasing a target of 354, got to 208. 54 from Scott Cyrus, the highest scorer for the Kiwis. The Indian bowlers doing a very good job here. Zahir Khan 3 for 32 for 28 for Ajit Agarkar, and the 2 spinners Anil Kumble bowled 20 overs, 1 maiden, 74 runs and 4 wickets between them. So this is how the game went. 353 for 5 in the 50 overs for India. Sehwag getting 130, Tendulkar getting 102, and the Kiwis getting just a 208. India won by 145 runs and qualified for the finals. And this is how the tables are. Australia with 28 points and India meet them at Kolkata in the finals with 16. So we hope you enjoyed our highlight package. Until next time, it's goodbye from all of us here.